So things I wanted to talk to you about today is stalling. And interesting enough, I've been seeing a lot of people who are stalling and talking about their stall. And one of the things that I'm finding in common is stevia. Now, stevia is really good for the common diet out there for like Weight Watchers, Jim Craig, things like that. But I was doing some research on it. It's like, why are all these people stalling? And again, the common factor has been stevia. Well, I found two medical reports, and I'm writing an article here, and in those I'll actually give you the reports and things. But two medical reports showing that stevia did not raise blood glucose levels. Now, these reports were for diabetics, but actually raised insulin levels. And again, these two medical reports were for diabetics, so diabetics want a raised insulin level. And so both of these reports were reporting how stevia, even though it doesn't spike blood sugars or affect the blood sugar or blood glucose, it does affect insulin. And so it causes your insulin levels to rise. And with the ketogenic diet, you don't want to have your insulins rising. You want your insulins to keep low. Why? Because ketogens or ketogens are a hormone, and then insulin's a hormone also. And so you don't want, basically the fat burning process does not take place while insulin is being produced or is in the bloodstream. It shuts down all fat burning processes. So if, for example, you have some sweets, because a lot of people like to go to bed, have sweets or have a snack or something like that before they go to bed. What you're doing is you're spiking your insulin levels before you go to bed, and thus shutting off the fat burning process when you're sleeping. Because when you're sleeping is when you're going to do the most fat burning. Yes, you do some during the day because you're working out or working or walking or exercising or so forth, but most of your fat burning actually takes place when you're sleeping, because your body's repairing itself and doing the repairs, burning fat, so it takes a lot more energy to burn fat than it does to digest food or other things. And there's another reason why you don't want to go to bed with food on your tummy, is because what happens is your body says, oh, we got food in the body, in the tummy, we need to digest. Now, you're not using much energy to digest that food, but it's taking resources, or your body is using its repair time to digest food instead of repairing the body. And again, part of repairing the body is burning fat. And so when you have food on your tummy late at night, it just completely stops the fat burning process. Especially if you have sweets at night, it shuts those down as well, because you're spiking your insulins. So anywhere insulin is present, ketones cannot burn fat. So it instantly just stops the fat burning process dead in its tracks. So you want to, that's long story about insulin and everything. But I found in these two medical reports that stevia is causing your insulin levels to spike. So if you're watching this and you're stalling out and everything, look at what you're taking in. Are you drinking any of these sweet drinks? Are you drinking protein drinks? Are you drinking, or whatever, or using stevia in your coffee? What you're doing is kind of shooting yourself in the foot, and you're basically stopping or stalling yourself.
Well, also make sure that you read those labels, because packaged products, they like to put that kind of stuff in there. And sometimes it's not as easy to spot, so you have to really, really read what's on these labels. And you may think, oh, it doesn't have this stuff, but until you see that it's not on that label, you can't be completely positive about that. Is asking about Truvia.
Truvia. What about Truvia? Truvia is a stevia byproduct, and I've been looking. Truvia, first of all, it's super high in carbs, and I mean, I use it, but I usually primarily for baking. But I'm now looking at switching over from Truvia and moving to monk fruit. Monk fruit. There's 3 sugars that do not spike insulin or doesn't cause insulin. One is allulose. A-L-L-U-L-O-S-E, allulose. The other one is erythritol, and then monk fruit. Now, allulose and erythritol are both sugar alcohols, and both of them, depending on the person, can upset your tummy or give you stomach cramps or something. So there's some negative effects. So until you try it, you don't know how your body is going to be affected by it. And then also, how does it really taste? Now, a lot of people do like erythritol. They need to find a better name for that one.
Yeah.
But, and then monk fruit. I've been experimenting with monk fruit, and I'm using what is called pure monk fruit. In fact, can you go get it just right there in the cabinet? Mm-hmm. Show you what I'm using. And I had this, no, over here, sweetheart. Other cabinet. No, yes. Oh, wait, no, other cabinet. No, not that. We'll bring that too. Other side. There you go. This one? Yeah. Okay, I got two products here. This is pure monk fruit. This is what I highly recommend. And this stuff is super, super sweet. And I'm only using maybe a 1/16 of a teaspoon for my coffee if I want to have something in my coffee. This we saw at the store, monk fruit in the raw. This is wrong packaging. This is very bad packaging. And we got this, and I was looking at it, and then finally down here, ingredients, maltodextrin. Maltodextrin.
See, they hide things,
yeah.
And that was not.
Because I looked on the ingredients. Oh, no sugars, no this. But down here,
in small print, very
maltodextrin.
light writing, so
yeah.
that you don't see it jump off. So this is why I say when you're looking at labels, look at everything, because they will hide it wherever they think they can get away with hiding it, so that you'll buy it knowing that you're not supposed to have that kind of stuff.
The primary ingredient in this is maltodextrin, sugar, basically, and it will kick you out of ketosis. And it was interesting because this was only $3 a bag, but I wanted to get it so I can show it to you guys, because I've seen this. Some people report this one on the board. No, this is not good. This is not monk fruit. No. This is monk fruit. Now, this was like $3. This was $23 or $24. This is going to last me at least a year, easily, believe it or not, because I'm using so little. I mean, it's just, in fact, here. But
this is a prime example of false
advertising.
So you're walking along and you're thinking, oh, monk fruit in the raw. This is good stuff. And then you turn it around and here you've got.
I did look at the labels and everything, and oh wow, no sugars, no this. And I looked at this part right here. I was looking there. But right up here is where it says maltodextrin. You don't really see it.
Interesting. It says maltodextrin ingredients. That's the first one, maltodextrin.
Which means it's the primary ingredient.
And then the second one is monk fruit extract. It's not even monk fruit. So how they can legally sell it with that name on it like that, I don't know. But they do. So this is why you have to be an educated consumer, because the big game is, can they get you to buy something because they've labeled it in such a way that, we're all in a hurry. We just grab it because it looks like it's supposed to be what it is. Don't do that.
Now we're going to do a surprise taste test here. Just barely tap your finger, and you don't even have to wet your finger.
Whew. Whoa.
Pretty sweet.
Oh my gosh. That's the first time I've ever had it.
Yeah, I wanted her to try it. She hasn't tried monk fruit yet.
Wow. And it doesn't have an aftertaste. That's interesting.
It almost has like a vanilla-y. Do you taste like a vanilla?
Yeah, it kind of does have a vanilla-y taste. Wow, that's
but
good.
It's super, super sweet. This is actually 200 or 300 times stronger than sugar.
My goodness. I mean, I just had like a little
dust of it.
I didn't have, just a dust.
But we have this in the Amazon store. I highly recommend this. This is a great product. It is like $23, $24 for this. And they do have an organic version, which is $27. But, I mean, you will not need much of this. So this is probably going to last me a year, really.
Oh, yeah, easy, because that's some strong stuff.
Some pretty sweet stuff.
Okay, so hang on. That's how they get you. Yes, exactly. And that's why we hammer over and over again, read your labels.
If you haven't tried something like this, this is the only product that I've found so far that is 100% pure monk fruit. Some of these other products that are calling themselves monk fruit or like.
Are you eating something along these lines thinking it's monk fruit as opposed to this, or are you having pure monk fruit? Because that might be
You might
be eating something.
Because they do, I hate to say lace it, but they lace it with erythritol or maltodextrin. Also, they mix it with stevia, and because monk fruit's super expensive, and that's why I thought that bag was, for being $3, was rather strange. That's why I got it. I wanted to show, hey, this is a ripoff. This is, And the thing is, I tried it. It doesn't even taste. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
So check what you're eating,
The ingredients,
and maybe try a different brand, or if this is not what you've had, then maybe try this. But I don't know exactly, other than maybe you've got just a little bit of an allergy to it or something.
Possibly.
Sugar alcohols are bad too.
Sugar alcohols do have carbs in them, so you got to really be careful. Like I said, Truvia, 3/4 of a teaspoon of Truvia, I believe, is something like 6 or 8. No. It's pretty high.
Do you have the Truvia here?
Yeah, it's up in the cabinet. No, it's in the pantry. Yeah, up by the flowers, behind the pickling. See the pickling line? Yeah, behind there. Other side, behind the almond flour. Here.
It has 2 grams of sugar and.
No, yeah. Okay, this is Truvia, and a serving is 1 teaspoon. It has 2 grams of sugar, 2 grams of erythritol. Total carbs is 4 grams per teaspoon. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, I blew my carbs out of the water one day using this, and used 2 tablespoons. Well, when I put the 2 tablespoons in my carb manager, it blew my carbs out of the water, because I totally did something like 18 grams of carbs just drinking my coffee. It was like, holy mackerel. So you can use this for baking, but again, you need to look at the carbs. So things. I was talking about stevia. And so if you're seeing yourself stall, try to take out your stevia. In fact, try to take out all your sweets, really do.
When you're in the beginning stages, you really don't.
Yeah, you don't
want to
it.
go there.
Yeah.
You wait till you're in maintenance, and then be very selective about what you do bring back in.
Yeah.
And always ask yourself, what's this going to benefit me for, and not just pleasure.
Yeah, everything that I can think of. Well, go to our store, shop at our store. This is what we talked about.
Join our YouTube channel.
Yeah, join our YouTube channel. We're going to start making videos again.
Yeah.
Go send us some love on Patreon, or we're setting up a donate on our website. So send us some love that way. Join our meal plan. We're getting ready to release the sliding scale macro. This thing is so cool, and there's some cool charts and everything. Really dial yourself in. So we're $10 a month. Meal plans and the keto macros, and that's it. That's all I can think of.
That's it.
So we'll see you later, folks. I'm Ray.
I'm Tracy.
We'll see you. Keto on.